just vibing vibes. Welcome. Let's talk about Gulders Ultimate Search, episode 3. Okay, so this episode was good. It was more about the building, but we need to talk just a little bit about it. First thing first, Tokemakiwa did good. She did great. I feel like, yes, people were saying that it felt like a script. Yes, it was like a script, like they were acting. But anyway, whether you're presenting an order, they always have something for you to read. In this kind of situation, since it's in the jungle, they cannot read. They always have to learn what they have to say. They might not say word for word of what they have to say, but the intent or the context of what they want to, or the contents that they need to talk about, must have been learned or something like that. They cannot just go there and be freestyling. Seriously, do you know how much they're paying them for them to go there and be freestyling? I don't know how much they're paying them. Will see me in people's pockets. I'm in people's pocket. I don't even know how I went to people's pocket. I don't like being in people's pocket. I don't know how much they're in it, but I'm sure it's a lot. Oh, okay. Let me be serious. Okay, they have 3 clans: Eri, Amo, and Iroko. I might not be pronouncing it well. Well, forgive me. So they have those 3 clans, and then people divided into the 3 clans, and then they had to pick what food that they are going to eat. When I saw the yam, plantain, I think plantain was there. They even poured beans on the ground when they were rushing palm oil. I know that was like, hey, this one has suffer. Oh, hey, that's some serious suffer. You know, when I say this thing not be for me, when I the worship, I go say, this thing is not for me. I've never seen this show before. I've heard about it from my sister, like I said earlier, but it is not for me, I beg, at all. This, like, maybe Big Brother Nigeria might be for me. Something where you need to just be chilling in AC house, not Gulders Ultimate Search where you be dying. Hey, now suffer. It's a good thing. Good thing for strength. I'm telling you, if you want to check how strong you are, how resilient you are, then yeah, I'll do it with life or death. No, if I have no choice, I'll do it, but nah. So then they were rushing to take the food. If they had known that they are going to cook together, should they not just have carried everything, take their time, if they had thought about that? But anyway, they did. It happened. They did not expect it, so they didn't know to think of just carrying everything and then they're going to cook together. So everybody was carrying things for their clan. Anyway, then this guy, and I told them to go and carry the backpack. And then they had sandals. There's this guy, Omoya. First things first, because I know his name because I don't know what's wrong with that guy. First, he could not find his backpack. Someone later found it for him. Then the next thing, so he only has 1 leg of sandal. At first, he's like, maybe it's strategy. I was thinking at first when he was thinking strategy, I was thinking that, maybe he's thinking that the show itself decided to give him only 1 sandal. But I'm like, no, they will not want to sabotage him. But no, Oga feel like other people somehow have seen him as the guy to win this show, so that they are strategizing for him not to succeed. Even if one of the girls told him, Oga, I see 1 sandal where we carry our things. All he needed to do was go back there and go and look for it. Even the commentator is saying that he has forgotten the sandal there. All he had to do was go back there. No, instead, he rather believed that someone was trying to sabotage him. This tells you the mindset of so many Nigerians. Very distressing. Anything that happens to their life is always somebody trying to do their something. That's why pastors are making money. That's why juju people are making money. That's why everybody that spiritual can do this is making money, because every time they believe on something that has nothing to do with what is happening to you, your reading is not entering your brain. You think, it's because someone has gone and watched something in your brain. Maybe the way you're reading is the problem. Look for other means, other ways to study, other ways to remember. Think for yourself, okay, what works for you? You can, nowadays there's YouTube, you can go and learn how to different ways of study. So you figure out which one work for you so that you know how to study, maybe to remember. There are different strategies to try and remember things. Sing it in a nursery rhyme like children do or something. Just look for something. Simplify it. You say, maybe you need to study every day, not close to exam period. Like other people that close to exam period, they study once, they remember. You have to look at your brain capacity. When I was in there, I have this guy that used to go and study every single day. After class, he goes to one of the classroom and he studies, I think, 2 hours every day. He came out of first class. He knew that his brain capacity is not the kind of one whereby he would just, immediately he studies at the. I knew people too that study only a few weeks before the exam and they still came out first class. So everybody's brain is different. So you need to look at what works for you. Anyway, I don't know how I went into school and study, but I'm just saying Nigerians always want to believe. They rather believe someone is after them than to actually find out that they are the ones. First of all, how did you take only one leg of sand? Is that not you not even looking? That whole thing just pained me. Because like the guy is so you carry one's leg of sand, they walk out for road. If something you can then go say that somebody planner. Very rubbish thinking. All of us, we need to stop some kind of thing. Always distrusting people, always thinking people are doing something to us. Anyway, so then they had to build their house. And so they had to build their area now. And they were not listening to each other. Everybody wants to do too much of wasabi. Everybody wants their voice to be heard. I don't know if they think that maybe they are going to, I don't know if they're winning something today from what they do. I think based on, I don't know, I said I've not watched this, but based on what I've heard, I think if you're supposed to find something and you don't find it or something like that, then maybe you might be disqualified. I think that's how it works. Like if you're the last to go into somewhere or something like that, I'm not sure. So don't quote me on this one. That's what I'm assuming. So you building this, first of all, they wanted to do it individually. I was like, okay, how are they individually going to build build the thing? But finally, like, you guys have to, so this Kunle had to tell them that, hey, it's not like that though. You guys have to build it. You guys are staying together. You're not even staying by clan. That's when they decided to work in team. Okay, someone is saying that this left means one has R, one has L, meaning that left and right. Let's do it that way. Another girl noticed that another one even has B, but which might mean bottom or something like that. But no, all of them, like everybody wants, they were not listening. The guy said, okay, let's first of all, although the guy, he always, I think his name is Mfon, but I don't know if that's his first name or his last name, because I don't know. Yeah, but anyway, he always say calculate his own. Sometimes people will not listen to you and you're like, let's wait, calculate and strategize. No, but you could have said, okay, let's make sure we have all the pieces together. So if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, we have the 6, then we have, because that's how you build. Because most things nowadays, I don't know, in this part of the world, you buy furniture sometimes, any furniture you buy, even chest of drawers, they come separate parts. You need to put it together or pay somebody to put it together. You put it together, it's cheap. You pay someone, it's going to pay about £80 for you to do that. So you rather just do it yourself and read the instructions. Make sure you have all the pieces together, then you start putting it together. So that was what they were lacking. And when they were going there, they did find it difficult. And I felt like it's because in Nigeria, there's not that much directions on where to go. Like you're not going somewhere, you're seeing arrows, turn left, turn right. You know what I mean? Like, except you're going to the airport or you travel a lot, that's when you see that. So I understand why they found it difficult a bit when they had to go slightly left. Like, it makes sense. They're not used to reading maps or reading directions on the streets. So that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so what else am I missing? So then at the end of the day, the guy, they cook yam. When they were about to cook, I said, I'm gonna just cook yam and palm oil. And then they had sense they cook yam and everybody use palm oil because they don't have salt. What else can you cook with that salt? Only white yam and palm oil. Because some people, they even put sugar for their white yam, so maybe they don't need salt, you know. So white yam and palm oil. So they cook white yam and palm oil, but then some people don't want to come and take the food. The guys like, oh, I'm gonna wait. No, you guys are 18, you count. If it's 18, you keep the 18 one side. If it's, then count how many it is. If it is up to 36, right? I don't know if my calculation, then you know that it's 2 for everybody. You know, something like that. You don't need to say everybody has to take. Just count how many yam you have in the pot. The piece of yam you have in the pot. That would help so that people are not waiting there and their yam is getting cold because you've taken it out of the pot while other people, they're waiting for the kings and the queens that don't want to come and take their food on time. Anyway, so that part passed. Then they were cooking. I mean, they were bathing. The boys bathed, I think. They didn't show us that part, obviously, because there was no problem there. But then the girls were bathing. One guy, I did not even see look like, you know, to see his name, because as I'm watching, sometimes I start writing, so I could just, as I start writing, I did not even look at if they wrote his name down. He was just there, you know what I mean? Or like the girls are bathing. That's when you want to carry. I don't care if water is in that area. That's the time that your spirit push you to go and take lantern, to go and get water. You take the lantern that the girls wanted to use, though, that they kept on one side so that the light will not reflect on them. No, you take that their own lantern, and then you pass there. Then they tell you don't pass there. You're telling that you're not looking. According to Rikasani, I know it's not about this, but under fire, they craze. Like, I like the fact that the girls gave it, and then you're like, illiterate, you must be an illiterate. Nigerians are always calling people illiterate. You, what have your, literacy, what has it done for you? You being illiterate, what has it done for you? Every time illiterate. Everybody, majority of the people poor. Majority of people, they suffer. Majority of people don't, they always call person illiterate. That's the thing I don't understand, because in those part of the world that they are always thinking, most people did not go to school. but they are billionaires, they are millionaires, they did not go to school. There are lots of people that are doing like handiwork. Is that not literacy? You've learned something. Every time every time you illiterate, you must be an illiterate. You must be an illiterate. Shut up. Literally, respectfully, shut up. That's how I felt. Like, the whole thing always calling people illiterate. You did the wrong thing. Girls are bathing. You can wait when they are done bathing before you go and get that water. Why was it that particular time that you felt like getting the water? And why did you take the lantern? Even if you did not even know, you could have just said, I'm sorry. All he could have said is that maybe he didn't know. He saw the lantern at the far part. And then he said, oh, why are you bathing in that place? Is that the place you bath? Oh, so when they wanted to go and bath, not tell them not to bath in that place. It's not that they are bathing. That's when you feel like, oh, they are bathing on the road. So you will pass. So that you come and see somebody's nakedness. Rubbish. The whole thing, I hate it when people are wrong and they want to form right. Just say sorry. Oh, sorry. Oh, somehow I saw the lantern there because it was on the side. I didn't know that you guys needed. I'm really sorry. Sorry would have just solved a lot of problem. Like this kind was sorry would have gone a long way. A man arguing and calling someone illiterate because they are angry that you wanted to, that you passed to see their nakedness. That was not looking. So you're not looking, so that part really pissed me off. Anyway, so that was that for today's episode. So it was mostly of them building house and eating. Hey, I said this one is suffer. Hey, serious suffer. But anyway, they are strong people and I'm proud of them. And I'm especially proud of all my girls that were there. They helped. They built that house. They had ideas. The girls were like, I was like, my ladies on top. They did really, really well. I am proud of them. Living rough and enjoying it. Yes. And let's see how it goes. I hope a female wins this show. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you some other time. Bye-bye.